Are you watching closely?
Avengers!
It's alive!
It's showtime.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the world of Blockbuster Brawl. I am your host, Caleb Coho, and tonight we have our last semifinals match. We will be determining who will challenge for the first inaugural, that's the same thing, Blockbuster Brawl team's title. It's going to be a good one. I'm very excited. We have Jango and Kashyyk, Joe Fairley, David Garcia getting here tonight after a really solid run through the tournament, beating Blame Canada, beating Operation Dynamite, two really good teams. The Melee Purists, on the other hand, Dylan and Payson, have been the 15 seed, shocking the world. I don't think anyone considers it a shock. They've played two great games against a really good team with Cameron Eats Crow and a really fun team like Declaration of Independence. I think they've gotten here on equal merit. I'm very excited to see these two teams play. Very different strategies. Very excited. So we'll go ahead. We'll start with our lower seeded team, Payson and Dylan. You guys made short work of the team who had kind of set all the records out of round one last round, and now you're here in the semifinals. How are you guys feeling about playing Joe and David?
Payson?
Yeah, I'll go first. Look, me, Dylan, Joe, David. I'm making a very interesting observation about us four, and that is, full respect to my teammate, I'm going to throw him under the bus. I am the only person here who's an American. Person that is fighting for freedom. Talking about freedom, homie. Come on. No, but real talk. I never thought I would ever be able to play David and Joe in any capacity because back when they used to play in Geek Leagues, I was like, well, never going to be that good. Brawl has given us that chance. I think both teams are going to be needing a lot of luck. Almost like when you're playing maybe a fighting game and you're doing really well, you're punching your opponent down, and then you just trip unexpectedly. That is a really stupid function in a game, which is why Melee is better.
It's Thanksgiving in Canada, so I'm at my grandma's house, just filled up on Thanksgiving food. So I'm a bit tired. We'll see how this goes.
For sure. You know what's great is this is like 2 weeks before Thanksgiving in America in release, so
Nice.
it works out. But I'm excited to see you guys play, and we'll bring in your opponents tonight, Jango and Kashyyk. We got Joe and David. You guys, I think you were saying it before. You're like, we spun our strength both times, and that's kind of why people think. No, it's because you guys beat two really good teams to be here, regardless of strength. So I think you guys are a really good team. How are you guys feeling about being here and about playing Payson and Dylan?
I agree with Payson. We are two very different teams with very different strengths, and it's a lot. We are going to need a lot of luck. So I think it truly depends on how the questions go and how much the other team can grip some points in the other categories that we are not great at. So I'm really interested to play this game. I think, these two are very lovely gentlemen. Great to see them always. But yeah, I think very Clash of Styles. Clash of Styles.
I'm very much looking forward to this match. Payson, Dylan, as David said, great guys. Always enjoy whenever we're on stream with them. But this, like I said, this isn't just a geek match. This is about blockbusters, and there are things that we do not, when we were playing those geek leagues and those other leagues, there were things that we had seen every single one of those damn movies. This is not so much the case. So I think, bit of luck, bit of questions, bit of skill, which all four of us have.
All right, I like it. All right, then we'll get in round number one, which works like this. You guys are going to get 8 questions from 8 different areas within the Rumble Blockbuster Brawl. Should you be perfect through 8 questions, you'll be issued a bonus question. You have 3 repeats for the entirety of the match and a challenge rule, as well as your lifelines, your bar rule, your multiplier, and your 50-50. If you have any questions about those, feel free to ask, but you can use them only once per match. You have to declare your intent to use them before you answer the question. And once they're gone. You cannot double them up on a question. Any questions as we get into round number 1?
Oh. Good luck, guys.
Good luck.
All right. Then your first question will come in the category of elementary. What is the only Scream film to feature only one person to take up the mantle of Ghostface? I was talking about this franchise yesterday with a friend, and I was talking about how, as a whole, while we consider it horror because it's a slasher, at the end of the day, these are murder mysteries, and this is why that's where franchise all that. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. We will start with David.
I picked this. I feel like this was a pick a number question for me. Clifford.
We'll go to Payson.
The worst one, Scream 3.
We will go to Joe.
Scream 3.
And we'll go to Dylan.
Great question, by the way. Scream 3.
Scream 3 is correct. Shout out Caleb Boatman. 2-1 in favor of the Melee Purists out of 1 as we get to your second question, the category of We Are Family. In Scooby-Doo 2, Monsters Unleashed, Dr. Jonathan Jacobo had a persona based on what kind of dinosaur? Rather ironic. The person who wrote the question asking this question. I get questions about We Are Family a lot, about what is this category and what's in it and stuff. And I'm like, you know what? To be honest with you, it started out something totally different. By the end, it became a Frankenstein's monster category. And every time I look at it, I'm like, I don't hate it. But I think it might need a little revamping in the off season. We'll see. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Originally, there was like haunted mansions in here. Yeah, that's all right. We'll go to Payson first.
Beetlejuice is a very weird outlier in this category, but he's a pterodactyl.
We will go to Joe.
Pterodactyl?
He can fly, baby.
Dylan.
Yeah, I thought I remembered a pterodactyl guy.
Let's go!
We'll go to David.
I have seen this one. Pterodactyl.
Pterodactyl is correct for the clean sweep of the question. Yeah, I thought it was ironic. The guy who doesn't know what a triceratops looks like was like, what kind of dinosaur? Anyway, your third question, the category of dark futures. What is the model of the advanced Terminator that Skynet sends back in time to kill John's allies in Terminator 3, Rise of the Machines? I don't hate this one. I know a lot of people are like, hey, the first two, they're like the cream of the crop. I'm like, the first one's also pretty good. No, I like the third one. Everything after that, you know, but I think the first 3 work. I'll give it a pass at least. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hands down, we'll go to Joe.
TX.
We will go to Dylan.
TX.
We will go to David.
TX.
And Payson.
TX.
TX is correct. 6-5. As we get to your fourth question, the category of directors. Who kills Mr. Blonde in Reservoir Dogs? Jumping on in. Kirk, I am going to take your name suggestion next year because it is very weird to have a category called directors and it's not just like who directed what. It's about the 3 people. So, but I know we've definitely thrown around ideas. We're definitely not depleted. We can run these 3 directors back next year, but we definitely have room of like who can sub in and out in this category. So I like it. But these 3 guys, they're here at least through 2027. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hands down. We are up to Dylan.
I actually can't remember. Is it Mr. Orange?
We'll go to David.
I said Mr. Black.
We'll go to Payson.
Mr. Orange. Whoa.
And Joe.
Mr. Orange.
Mr. Orange is correct. 8-6 in favor of the Purists as we get to your fifth question, the category of animation celebration. In Despicable Me, Vector creates a gun that is designed to shoot what?
So, fun fact, I actually dressed up as Mr. Orange for Halloween once.
Did you really?
Yeah.
That's man. I can see it. I see the look. I like it.
I didn't have a costume, but I did have a suit and red paint, so it made it pretty easy.
That's fair. I will go into my Halloween plans next question so you can hear it. It's actually pretty fun. 5, 4, 2,
Repeat the question.
1. All right, that is the first repeat for Jango and Kashyyk. In Despicable Me, Vector creates a gun that is designed to shoot what? So I'll take this opportunity now to say I am going as Statler and Waldorf with my friend Ryan. We have the big heads, suits. It's gonna be great. We're gonna have little name cards that have our names on it, but underneath it's gonna say "Ask us anything." And we've already prepared our ability to roast. We've watched at least 10 hours worth of Statler and Waldorf compilations. I shit you not. 5.
Don't bother. Stay home instead.
Pens down. We are back to David.
That's randomly pop. Is this the squids?
We will go to Payson.
I put jelly. I think I'm way off.
We will go to Joe.
I know it's something to do, but it's not the moon. That's
Whoa.
To Dylan.
Whoa.
I had farts until I realized you said vector. I think it's piranhas.
Piranhas.
Dylan.
With that, Dylan's the only one staying perfect so far as we get to your next question, the category of Monster Mash.
Can I just say one thing? Coho, you are so lucky because I was between for joke answers jelly and fish. So I'm happy we didn't have to have that conversation.
I'm glad we didn't have to have that conversation. In 2010's The Wolfman, who plays Inspector Francis Aberline? Pretty okay film. I like that. Like every 20 years, we have a run where they're like, "What if we just remade it?" But it's kind of fun. I like it. Where it's just like in the 90s, they're like, "Hey, we're gonna do a run where we remake them." Early 2010s, we're like, "Hey, we're gonna remake them." Early 2020s, we're remaking them. It's fun. I don't know. I kind of like the decade-long cycle of a remake them. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We are to Payson.
I think I'm thinking of someone else. I put Anthony Hopkins.
I will go to Joe.
Who was doing stuff around then? Aaron Eckhart.
Who was doing stuff around then? We'll go to Dylan.
I knew this at one point. I don't know. I said Oscar Isaac.
And we will go to David.
Charlie Hunnam. I don't know.
Dirty Sweep looking for Hugo Weaving. Weaving.
Fuck.
Yep.
With that, no more perfect rounds as we go to your penultimate question in the category of DC Legends.
Okay.
In DC League of Super Pets, which superhero adopts Chip, a red squirrel? My Chip is somewhere. I'll find it. Chip. Here he comes. Here he comes. Slowly but surely. This is the only time we can do this. This is the one time that my question will actually work because I have one. But he's Tom. And he doesn't want to be on camera. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We will go to Joe.
Cyborg.
We will go to Dylan.
I guess cyborg.
We'll go to David.
Cyborg.
And we'll go to Payson.
Fucking idiots. It's Green Lantern.
Green Lantern is correct.
Are you kidding me? No.
Green Lantern is correct. Yeah. It is
That was sarcasm, Joe. That was sarcasm. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
You asshole.
Your final question in the category of Zero to Hero. Which Zero to Hero film centers around the Junior Goodwill Games? That was incredible. I was gotta say, that was the funniest shit I've seen. Said something that will happen in 2 weeks on the channel from this upload. But damn, that was good. I was nervous. Everyone's turning around Cyborg with confidence, and I'm like, that's not what I have. That's not what I have.
I wasn't confident.
I haven't seen it since theaters, man. But,
I just remember I just remember.
Oh, that's right. He's like, I double check.
Batman, Superman, or Flash. Because Flash gets the one that goes fast.
2, 1. Pens down. We are to Dylan.
I said Bad News Bears.
We will go to David.
Moneyball is a sports movie.
It is.
think-
We're going to go to Payson.
Thank you, David Nishimoto, for helping me remember this. D2, the Mighty Ducks.
Oh,
And we will go to Joe.
Heavyweights in here.
Yes, they are correct. It was a typo in our document. So the Melee Purists lead 11-6, coming out of round number 1. But anything happens to get in round number 2, which is the wheel round. It works like this. You're going to get a chance to spin from the lovely wheel from wheeldecide.com. If you like the category you land on, you're going to get 5 questions worth 2 points apiece. You can opt to multiple choice, but it devalues it down to being only worth 1. You can spin again, but you are stuck with whatever you land on the second time, and beware there is stealing in this round. All lifelines are in effect. Jango has 2 repeats. Purists have 3. Purists are in the lead. Would you like to go first or defer? Your categories on the wheel tonight are Star Wars, Classic Monster Mash, Spirit of Adventure, Grab Bag Blitz, Brains, Hellbound, Wands, Wardrobes, and Rings, Studio Ghibli, and Spinners and Opponent's Choice.
So we went with our strategy last 2 times of going first, and we landed on opponent's choice both times. So with that in mind, do you want to go first?
I'll be honest, I was gonna leave it up to you because of that reason. Can I say something?
Sure.
What are the odds of it happening 3 times in a row?
That's a good point. That's a good point. Let's not learn from our lesson and let's go first.
Let's go first. And they like it. Let's do it.
All right. This is your first spin, Melee Purists. And you land on Brains. Would you like to keep it or spin again?
That's pretty good for you. I haven't seen the Resident Evils, but I could help on the other stuff. What do you think?
I'm good with it. Yeah. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's see how much I remembered.
All right. We'll take it.
All right. Keeping Brains. Your first question in the category of Brains is: which film in the Resident Evil franchise has clones of Alice attempting a test for the Umbrella Corporation?
Has clones?
Anyone's jump to mind?
I believe.
Can you picture the scene?
Yes, I can. It's.
Don't use a repeat here?
Yeah, can we use one?
Repeat
the question.
Repeat the question.
That is your first repeat. Which film in the Resident Evil franchise has clones of Alice attempting a test for the Umbrella Corporation?
Yeah, talk through it. Like, what's the context in the movie, like with the plot?
This is the whole plot of the film. At one point, she befriends one of the clones. I could be wrong. I don't want to use the multiplier. I'm thinking extinction.
Okay. Do you want to go for it?
Yeah, I do.
Go for it.
Resident Evil Extinction, final answer.
That's correct for 2 points.
Good job. Well done.
Thank you.
Your second question. What type of location does Ben say he was in when he first encountered the undead in Night of the Living Dead?
Ooh,
It's been a second.
I'm not sure. Yeah, I need multiple choice on this one.
Yeah. Multiple choice.
Your multiple choice options are A, diner, B, police station, C, shopping mall, or D, bar.
Do any of those ring a bell? 2 kind of ring a bell.
I think it's maybe shopping mall.
That was one of the ones I was thinking. Genuinely. Do
Want
you
to
want
repeat the options or just go for it?
Let's use a repeat. Repeat the options.
All right. Your options again are A, diner, B, police station, C, shopping mall, or D, bar.
We could use a 50-50 here.
That's true. I forgot we had that. Yeah, let's do that.
We are going to 50-50 this.
All right. That's the use of your 50-50. Your options are A, diner, or C, shopping mall.
Okay, yeah. Let's go for it.
Yeah. Shopping mall, final answer.
That is incorrect. Jango and Kashyyk for the 1 point steal. A, diner, or C, shopping mall.
Say shopping mall.
Diner. Final answer.
Okay, well.
That's correct for the 1 point
You
steal.
idiot.
Yeah.
Your third question, Melee Purists. Who portrays the wise man in Army of Darkness?
The wise man.
not an actor I recognize.
It's not like Ted Raimi.
That's not a bad guess.
I'm not confident enough to
Okay.
shoot for
Wanna
it though. Multiple choice.
Your multiple choice options are A. Ted Raimi, B. Max von Sydow, C. Ian Abercrombie, or D. Christopher Lee.
I mean, it's
I'm pretty confident it's not two of those.
yeah. It's right there.
Yeah, I'd feel like an idiot if I didn't go for it. So,
Let's go ahead.
Ted Raimi, final answer.
That is incorrect,
Fuck.
Jango. Kashyyk has the 1 point steal. Is it A. Ted Raimi, B. Max von Sydow, C. Ian Abercrombie, or D. Christopher Lee?
It's been a while.
Mm-hmm.
All three are Star Wars. Which Star Wars one did you want to go for?
I mean,
Voice of the Emperor, Dooku.
did you want to repeat the options here?
Repeat
Or
the options, please.
Right, that's one of your option repeats. Is it A. Ted Raimi, B. Max von Sydow, C. Ian Abercrombie, or D. Christopher Lee?
I've seen it once. It was a while ago.
I don't believe it's one of the Christopher Lees. I think
No,
I
I am leaning von Sydow, but
okay.
Max von Sydow, final answer.
That's also incorrect. Looking for C. Ian Abercrombie.
Yeah.
Well, all right, so your penultimate question, Purists. What type of sport do the high school team play who are riding on the train in Train to Busan?
Baseball.
Multiply it.
We're going to use the multiplier and say baseball, final answer.
Correct for 4 points. So
Okay, thank you.
your final question in Brains. How is the sniper Doyle killed while pushing a car in 28 Weeks Later?
He's burned alive.
Yes.
He's shot with a flamethrower specifically, but burned alive is burned
Burned
alive. Final answer.
That is correct for 2 points. So at the end of their
Challenge is
turn,
burned to death.
I should probably clarify because the edit's probably not going to show it. They did get their 4-point multiplier correct on the Train to Busan question, just to be clear. But it is 19-7 with that one steal for Jango coming out of the pure spin. As I will bring back the wheel. I'm hoping maybe the wheels will kill the worst. Okay. Here's the wheel. This will be the first spin for Jango. I almost want to call you Wookie. It's so annoying. Juan,
God,
ring. Keep your spin again.
Let's take that.
Right. Keeping it, and I can get that off my desktop. Excellent. All right. Your first question in the category of wands, wardrobes, and rings. Which Wands, Wardrobes, and Rings film was the first to feature a location called Weasley's Wizard Wheezes?
All right. That's
Half-Blood Prince.
Half-Blood Prince.
Because they don't invent the shop until that, and it's definitely that one because it's all the flirting and the thing going on. Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince, final answer.
That is correct for 2 points. Your second question.
Times 2.
In the Chronicles of Narnia, The Voyage of the Dawn Treader, who catches Eustace stealing rations below deck?
That's
It's really cheap. Double it.
Do you want to try for a category we are like super confident on, just in case?
Alright.
I mean, I'm really confident on this one, but
Reapy cheap, final answer.
That is correct for 2 more points. Your third question. In The Hobbit, The Desolation of Smaug, what does Bard put on top of Thorin and his company while smuggling them into Lake Town?
Double
Fish.
it for fish.
yeah, let's have a look for fish.
Double it, fish, final answer.
That is correct for 4 points.
I knew that one.
Your penultimate question in the category of wands, wardrobes, and rings. Who plays Nagini in Fantastic Beasts: The Crimes of Grindelwald?
Claudia Kim.
Double Kim.
Claudia Kim, final answer.
That is correct for 2 points.
I did not know that one.
Your final question. In The Lord of the Rings, The War of the Rohirrim, while in the stables, what does Hera use to kill Lord Thorn?
All right.
Saw it once.
Have not seen this one.
We'll multiple it and we can 50-50 if we need to.
Yeah, I have not seen this one, so
Multiple
yeah.
choice, please.
Your multiple choice options are A, shovel, B, scythe, C, pitchfork, or D, rake.
Still don't remember. I mean, we've got our 2 lifelines. We could just use them both.
I don't think we can double a lifeline in the same question, right, Cojo?
Probably not.
That was a genuine question.
50-50.
All right, you're 50-50. Your options are B, scythe, or C, pitchfork.
Do you want to use like a? It's in a stable. I
Yeah.
feel like a pitchfork will make more sense than a scythe
Yeah.
inside the stable.
4.
We have another repeat the options.
Repeat the options, please.
All right, that is your second repeat of the options. Is it B, scythe, or C, pitchfork?
Yeah, we've done well to close the gap, I think.
Anything, none of those rings a bell, right?
Yeah,
So I will say just logically inside a stable.
I agree with you.
Okay, so
Pitchfork, final answer.
And that is correct for 1 point. So at the end of round number 2, the Melee Purists hold the lead 19 to Jango's 18. But Indicadeva's getting round number 3, which is the
Now
Pick
we
Your
got-
Poison round. You guys have put together a big board of categories. You're going to be drafting from them tonight. Once you have taken a category, your opponent cannot take said category. Once you each have 4 categories, you'll be assigning a 1, 2, 3, and 4 point value to them. We'll go until there's a mathematical elimination and a winner. Purist, you have 2 repeats and a bar rule. Jango, you have 2 repeats and a bar rule. So your categories that you can draft from tonight are Space Odysseys, Directors, Wands, Wardrobes, and Rings, Brains, MCU, Monster Mash, Studio Ghibli, and DC Legends. We're going to go ahead and let these teams draft. We'll be back in just a minute. All right, we are back. Our teams have drafted their categories. Jango, since you are behind by 1, we start with you. What would you like for your 1 point question?
Brains.
brains.
We'll need them.
All right, your 1 pointer in the category of Brains. Who plays Major Henry West in 28 Days Later?
That's Christopher Eccleston, I believe.
Okay, I have not seen it.
He's the most senior soldier I remember being in it.
Okay,
Christopher Eccleston, final answer.
That's correct for 1 point.
nice.
The British brains, dang it!
You give me
All right,
Dr.
tied
Duet.
now, and Purist has more
You give me
questions.
the
Back
Dr.
to you. What would you like for your 1 point category?
Once.
Well, I was gonna say how. Like, I know you said you watched all of them. Does that mean all of them are fresh in your mind, or you only saw the ones that you didn't see?
I only saw the ones I didn't see. What were you thinking?
Let's take ones now then.
Okay, we'll take ones.
All right. Your 1 point in the category of Wands, Wardrobes, and Rings. How many films in the Harry Potter franchise feature the character of Professor Umbridge?
Okay.
We can use the bar rule here.
Yeah, we
Just so you know. Yeah.
She's in Order of the Phoenix. She's not in Half-Blood Prince.
Okay.
She's in Deathly Hallows Part 1, and I don't think she's in Deathly Hallows Part 2. I want to say 2.
All right. Let's say bar rule and then go.
Okay. Bar Rule 2, final answer.
That is correct for 1 point.
Okay.
All right. So with that, you're out of lifelines. And we are now back over to Jango for what you would like for your 2 point category.
I have a question. This is the last question we can use the bar rule on, right?
Yeah. This is the last one you can use. By the way.
Okay.
So
Okay.
it's
We
where
we want the 4 in MCU.
yes.
But so DC or Space Odysseys, I feel
We
that I have seen all of the movies in DC Legends.
so have I.
I don't think I have seen all the movies in Space
There are
Odysseys.
some I have seen, but I don't have notes on. I think it might actually be safer for a 2.
Yeah.
Okay. Space Odysseys for 2.
Space Odysseys for 2. Your question is, who directed Star Trek Nemesis?
Oh, is Stuart Baird?
What?
Stuart Baird. Because the one
Nemesis
who's
is-
because
that rings a bell because it's like
Frakes did the other 2.
yeah, the other 2. So yeah,
Stuart Baird, final answer.
That is correct for 2.
We didn't use the one rule. We are idiots.
Yeah, but I knew it was. I knew I was getting.
Got it, it's fine.
If it wasn't right, I was getting the name wrong. It was.
All right, so we bounce back over to the Purists. Now, what would you like for your 2-point category?
What do we have again?
we got Monster Mash, we got directors, we got Ghibli.
Ooh.
Because it's going to be none of the classic stuff, do we want to take Monster Mash here? Or do you feel good about the later Monster Mash stuff?
I feel good about them except for like 2. But again, with how much movies are cut out, there's a higher chance of those 2 coming up. So I'd say let's go Monster Mash here.
Monster Mash.
Yeah.
Okay, your 2-pointer Monster Mash is Jai Courtney, Bill Nighy, and Miranda Otto all appear in which Monster Mash film?
Well, that's I Frankenstein.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
I Frankenstein. Final answer.
That is correct. Purists, you're in the lead, so we go back to Jango. What would you like for your 3-point question?
How well do you know Superman 2? DC Legends for 3, please.
Do it. Manifest. Manifest. Or maybe we don't want that. Maybe they just watched that.
Okay, so DC Legends is your pick. Your question is, in Blue Beetle, what specifically does Miguel put on before seeing his family again at the airport?
I believe it's like.
Talk me through it.
I think it's something to do with because he's just come back from college. So I think it's like a college baseball cap, something like that.
Is it the college baseball cap or rather the college graduation hat he had?
Ooh. We can use it.
3,
Yeah.
2.
Repeat the question.
That is your second repeat. In Blue Beetle, what specifically does Miguel put on before seeing his family again at the airport?
I do think he put something on his head.
Yeah, that.
I picture him more with like the thingy thing. I don't know how it's called.
Waterboard, I believe it's called.
Okay. Do you want to go with that?
We might as well.
Okay.
Mortarboard, final answer.
All right. We have confirmed Mortarboard is correct for 3 points for Jango and Kashyyk. So 24-22. As we'll bounce back over to the Purists, what would you like for your 3-point question?
So I've seen all the director's movies. At the same time, I don't know them from like a study baseline level. So
I agree. I was going to say directors here.
I
know the Ghibli ones are also pretty fresh in your mind, right?
Yeah. So I'd say directors for 3. That's okay.
Yeah, let's do that.
We'll do directors for 3.
Directors for
and
3.
how many? We have 2 repeats, right?
You have 2 repeats left, yes.
Cool.
Your 3-pointer in the category directors. In which director's film does a character kill themselves after being diagnosed with Parkinson's disease?
Parkinson's disease.
Oh.
What are some notable suicides in those movies?
I'm trying to think. It's
Is
not
it any of the Nolans? Any of the Tarantinos?
I'm weirdly thinking it could be a Nolan. Like, does that happen in The Prestige? Does it happen in Following, maybe? Following, I haven't seen. I just realized that.
I have seen it. I don't think it's that.
Repeat the question.
Repeat the question.
That is your second repeat. In which director's film does a character kill themselves after being diagnosed with Parkinson's disease?
I don't think it's Tenet. I don't think it's Interstellar. No, it's not Panic Room. It's not Zodiac. It's not Girl with
Is it
Dragon.
Is it The Game? I haven't seen The Game.
I don't think it's The Game.
Okay. Fuck.
Maybe The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo?
4.
Sure. Let's save the repeat.
The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo, final answer.
That's incorrect. We're looking for Mank.
Mm-mm.
Close.
Which
It's
character?
the right name.
Which character, can I ask?
I don't have that listed on the answer part.
Fair enough.
I can look that up for you later.
No, you can do that after, yeah.
So it comes down to this. The Purists are going to have to hit their 4 in Ghibli to send it back to Jango and Kashyyk. If not, Jango and Kashyyk will be the winners. Your 4-point question. in the category of Studio Ghibli is in Whisper of the Heart. How specifically does Shizuku first become aware of CG?
He constantly checks out the books that she wants at the library.
Yes, that rings a bell. Yeah.
I want to repeat. I just want to make sure I'm wording it correctly.
Yeah.
Because she sees his name every time. Let's repeat the question.
That is your final repeat. In Whisper of the Heart, how specifically does Shizuku first become aware of CG?
I love this movie. I've been wanting to rewatch it, but I'm pretty sure that because
That instantly rung a bell when you said it, so I know. Yeah.
so he has checked out the books that she wants at the library, and she sees her name. She sees his name. I'm gonna go for that.
Yes.
He has checked out the books that she wants on the library, that she wants in the library. Final answer.
That is correct. For
Good job, Payson.
that was a little bit more than I needed, but
Oh,
yes. He checked out the same library books as her. So
fair. Okay.
you have it. It's just like a little more work.
I just added more words.
You just added more words that were all correct. So here's where we are at. The Purists get their score up to 26. Jango, it all comes down to this. You're going to have to hit your 4 in the MCU. If you hit it, you win the match. If you don't, the Melee Purists are going to the final act. Your 4-point...
Wait. Are you... Joe?
Yeah, my daughter just farted. It's fine.
Okay.
Honesty. Love the honesty.
Okay.
Actually, 5 months.
Yeah.
Okay. Your 4-point question in the category of the MCU. In Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, when first meeting Orgo Corp worker Ura, who does Star-Lord say he is?
Don't remember this, Joe.
Yeah, it's gonna be one of these 80s stars again that he loves so much. It's Bacon or it's
I don't know.
Hasselhoff.
Might
Something
be
like that.
Hasselhoff.
4,
We have a repeat, right?
3,
Yeah.
2,
Repeat the question.
Repeat the question.
That is your final repeat. In Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, when first meeting Orgo Corp worker Ura, who does Star-Lord say he is?
I don't think it's Kevin Bacon because they ran with the Kevin Bacon joke. Hasselhoff rings a bell. I think he has mentioned David Hasselhoff a couple times.
Yeah, it's going to be something like that. I think we're just going to have to go for it.
David Hasselhoff.
Final answer.
And your winners, the Melee Purists. The answer you're looking for was Patrick Swayze. Very close.
Great game.
One hell of a game. We're going to take Payson and Dylan out first. An incredible tournament run from Jango and Kashyyk. A great game. I think you guys even proved it today. You didn't technically spin like your strength, and you ran it. You absolutely dominated it. I know it's like a thing you like, but in a category that is packaged as like you really only like 2/3 of what's in there, it can go dicey, and you guys still hit the thing that's not necessarily your like thing. So you guys crushed today. Came down to exactly how I would have thought if I were in your position. One of those fucking 80s actor names. How are you guys feeling about the game?
I feel great.
Fine. I mean, that's a 4-pointer in an MCU film that has been probably seen twice, studied
It's
once.
relatively recent. Yeah, I have only seen it twice as well, and I think that came out at the time when I was not.
Yeah, I think an earlier phase film. I think that it might be a different story. But hey,
And
look, the work was done in round one. The work was
exactly.
done in round one. They were 5 points ahead. We managed to get that back to 1 point, but it was we were chasing ever since. And yeah, we had the luck with the 3-pointer that they didn't. But yeah, there's no doubt that their round one performance and obviously their round three performance has seen them over the line. It was a great performance.
In this game, if you are able to like put consistent performances in round one, it's very important. Most because like there are with the pool of players that we have, there are such a variety of categories that if you are able to like be good at round one and get a lead. And I think these two are two of the best regular trivia players like of all time that I have seen, Payson and Dylan. I think they have both been singles champions at some point. Correct me if I'm right. So and those are all the movies. So I think, we are just very good at what we are good. You know what I mean? So
yeah, I would say I think this tournament, this competition, actually, this whole thing has the opportunity to be the great equalizer, because it is all things that people know, but there are things like that we know deeper than most people, but there are things that we don't. And there are things that Payson and Dylan will know deeper than a lot of people, and things that I think this is likely to be one of the. On a singles, like the melee, am I going to get close to playing Payson and Dylan in a singles match? Absolutely not. But here, look how close this was. If they played me in something Geek, they probably wouldn't get this close. Yeah. But right here, in something that is a sort of all-encompassing of Geek and some big general movies, I think this is why this is great.
Yeah. I've been very happy to watch you guys come in and do well. As someone who when we put it together, we're we want to have a little bit of Geek, a little bit of everything a little differently. To see such Geek Titans come in and still absolutely dominate was really great. So you guys have played fantastic. And while this might bring an end to your run in the tournament, the end of the season, you will be back next season very early with another shot at this belt. Is there anyone you are hoping to see when you get back next season? You have a team in mind that you're hoping to play?
Yeah. I don't remember what they are called. But it's the team with Alex and Jack, I believe.
The Second Breakfast Club.
Oh, the same one. Okay, yeah.
It's still my favorite. Still one of my favorite team names of all time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's.
But yeah, it's Alex. It's Alex.
We could definitely make that potentially work. We'll see.
Yeah, I know they lost in round one, so.
For sure. They went on round one. They're gonna have redemptive paths. We'll see how it works out, but. You will be back early, and you have an incredible start already to this career. So I can't wait to see you guys next season. So, what's this?
What?
Oh, the trios thing.
The trios thing.
Trios.
Yeah,
I don't know if that's
technically
out at this point in the season, so I'm gonna cut it. But
wait. That's a contender, is it not? That's not a title, is it? I thought. Wait,
you're in the finals for the trios, aren't you?
I thought that we play the winner of the last one.
Yeah, it's a title match.
No. I was
drugs are out. They lost early in the tournament. Sorry, Payson.
I was like, no offense, but how?
I'm also playing for other titles in other places in 2 weeks, so that's going to be fun.
Okay. Anyway, congratulations. We'll see you guys next season. So, we'll bring in our winners today. The Melee Purists. I know everyone's going to go, hey, random seeds don't typically matter. It is really cool that the 15 seed is playing for the title in a tournament and is actually the higher seed going in. Crazy that our tournament finals is the 15 versus the 16. But this is going to be great.
If there's one thing we've learned from Multiplex, it's that randomized seeds always get it wrong. Because I think in the trios tournament that we did last year, all of the lower seeds won in round one.
This is very true. A nail biter of a win, an incredible performance from you guys out the gate. A strong round one, 11 points out the gate in round one is a really strong start that we've seen throughout this season. Not many people get double digits out of round one. You guys came in and cleaned it. You guys came through round number 2 with a category that wasn't necessarily a strength choice, but on the better end and did well. And then just ran through round 3. How are you guys feeling? And how you feeling about playing for the title?
Do you want to go first, or?
Yeah, sure. I'll go first. Yeah, this was a lot of fun. David and Joe are fantastic. I agree with everything that Joe said. That's why I love this league so much. It's the perfect blend of geek and regular trivia. That's why I think this was, again, it really just kind of came down to, I guess it was whoever round one falls in the favor of. And we did. I'm very happy with how we did in round one. That's easily the best round one I've had in Brawl so far. Payson still carried me because he's ridiculous in these round ones. This guy's always putting up like 7 in round one. It's crazy. So good on Payson there. Yeah, I'm really happy with the game we played overall. I think this is probably our best. This is like the performance we needed to beat Joe and David, because they're like titans. And when we missed our 3-pointer, I thought that was done, because I knew with the categories they had for their 3 and their 4, I'm like, it's I'm pretty confident they're going to hit them both. So I was scared. But yeah, I guess the thank you Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, I guess I finally need to watch that now, because I owe this game to that movie. And Frankenstein. I need to watch that now too.
It's a great moment.
The best double feature of all time. Frankenstein.
Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 and Frankenstein. First of all, I just want to correct something that Joe said. If either me or Dylan played you, Joe, in a geek match, you wouldn't probably win. You would definitely win. I want to be clear.
I played Joe and David in fandom, and they KO'd me. I played Joe and Igor in fandom, and they KO'd me. So I have no chance over there. I can't even make it to round 3 against them.
I also play Joe and Igor in fandom, and they KO'd me as well. But no, I am playing this match just shows. I am so happy that being on a team with Dylan has been as fun as it has been. This is a team I've wanted to do in Melee, but I think we both kind of realistically know we absolutely cannot let that happen. So now being in a league where we can do that just feels like a lot of fun. Yeah, I think what everyone said, like what makes Brawl so fun is you have all the geek stuff, but you just have a lot of popular stuff. So it is really just like how much you know about all these big blockbusters. That 3-pointer is gonna bite at me, because I thought it was a Fincher movie, and I was literally about to say Mank after I said Girl with the Dragon Tattoo. So it would have been a total guess. But I'm just happy that my knowledge on Whisper of the Heart, I've seen it once, but I really, really love it. So I need to rewatch that for the title match. Dylan, shout out for getting us a lot of points in brains. I couldn't remember Train to Busan or 28 Weeks Later, even though I've seen those movies. And yeah, I'm going to feel like the biggest asshole after this match with what happened in round 1. I've never felt like I never felt like the spirit of Greg Miller just enveloped me in that moment of just like, I'm just going to be awful to my friends at this point. That was completely accidental. I'm sorry.
Incredible moment. A lot of incredible moments of the year type moments in here. I'm not going to lie. But I got to ask, you guys are there. You're in 5 rounds. You're playing in the first 5-round match that Brawl will ever be putting on. And you'll be playing Igor Kashyyk and David Nishimoto. And so there's history there. The 15 and the 16 already cool, but it is also Payson versus David again in a totally new arena. And I guess I should probably point it out. I guess this will be at least your second match at the final act this year. at least 2, or actually 3, because you're in the singles thing for us too. 3. You have 3 final act matches. Which I guess I technically hadn't revealed that until now, but we have a singles thing happening at Brawl, and Payson is going to be in it. So there you go, teaser. We'll announce the other 4 later. But how do you feel? I guess I'm gonna Mr. Final Act. So you are there in 5 rounds. How are you guys feeling about playing David and Igor?
Well, I'll just say this. I think what this tournament has revealed is that I guess the secret to making a good team is get a Ginyu Force member and a Canadian. That's, I guess, the secret formula. But yeah, I mean, obviously Payson's played in like every final act for the past however many years, so that's good for him. This is actually my first time playing in a final act, so this actually does mean a lot for me. So I'm excited about that, and yeah, I think. Droogs is a team that I was like, I figured they had like potential to be really, really good. But like them going all the way and like beating the teams that they did, like they had to go through some crazy high level competition. So that's intimidating. But I think we're really good as well. So I think we have a good shot.
Absolutely. I'm very, very excited. I literally didn't even put it together that it was a Ginyu Civil War until I looked at Drew's and I went, oh, who's on Drew's? Oh, yeah. So this is going to be great. Lisa, go ahead.
Since me and David broke up, retired as a team last year, I haven't faced them in trivia, and part of me has always wanted to have another crack at playing each other. So this is going to be really fun. Yeah, like Dylan said, it's also going to be a Canadian Civil War, Saskatchewan versus Alberta. Who's going to win there? So I think that's going to be fun.
And I met Igor in person. Very nice guy.
That's true.
Nice. I met David in person. Very nice. Like you said, Koho, when you call yourself Mr. Final Act, you kind of have to prove it. So I'm happy to do that once again, but also I'm very happy to get Dylan to the final act because this man deserves to be at Multiplex's Showcase of the Immortals.
Thank you.
Yes.
All right. Well, thank you guys so much for being here. Congratulations on the win. I cannot wait to see you guys at the final act. It's going to be a good match. So for everyone here, that's been Payson, that's been Dylan, that has been Joe, that's been David, I have been Caleb. This has been Blockbuster Brawl. We'll see you guys next week. No, not next week. I'm sorry. You have to wait 2 weeks for the final act. You know why? Because we're giving you some 0-1 matches to tide you over until we get to the final act. You're going to get to see a couple of teams that you definitely have not seen already this season. That's a lie. Operation Dynamite, Cobra Kai, Indian Pendants, Law Deal. You're going to see these 4 teams fill up your slate for the next 2 weeks until you get to see Payson and Dylan versus David and Igor at the final act. It's going to be a great one. So for everyone here, this has been Blockbuster Brawl. We'll see you guys next week with another great match.
I'll be back.
Hail to the king, David.
What's your favorite?